Mateo, you're up next. Farm laborers are at high risk for pesticide exposure, which has immediate and long-term health impacts. Pesticides are also thought to be a contributing factor to the bee colony collapse. What policies do you suggest to balance the needs of the agriculture industry and business in general with the health of the environment? And we'll begin with Mateo.
So I guess the word that I would prefer is decentralization. The only way that you're going to address climate change and the symptoms that come with it, which is the abuse of working people, call them farm laborers if you'd like, that's their job. It's stopping subsidies for big oil and for giant agribusiness, whether it's large-scale factory farms or Monsanto, which likes to fund our congressmen, and they basically contribute to the collapse in the bee colony. I would support a move towards decentralizing our large farms. I know a lot of farmers aren't going to like to hear that, but the reality is many people are moving away from producing fruits and vegetables to just using those plots of land and selling water rights and basically being land barons that wait for the value of that land and water to increase just to make a profit. Really look at the situation. They're moving away from making fruits and vegetables. That is how I would move on that. It's a conversation that needs to be had because right now the country's not having it. Everything's continuing how the status quo is, and as the question states, because of the porous nature of strawberries, it's one of the fruits that does the most damage long term to workers that had to fight the California Supreme Court just to get rid of el cortito, which is the short-handed hoe. These are fights that we're going to cover it later, but they're going to keep coming back. And as long as you stand on the rights, you make a moral argument that applies to all people. We'll find an appropriate solution, but it's a conversation that needs to be had. This is only the beginning. Thank you.
Right. It's imperative that we have policies in place that protect all of our workers. I believe that they are the people that really grow our economy. It is the workers that are out there working the soil, doing the irrigation, watching over the land that need to be protected and their rights need to be protected. Regarding pesticides and bees, I would need to do some research on that, but I'll remember one other thing that my mother said. In addition to the water, she'd say the production of almonds in the crops, it's about the bees. So that is something that would have to be considered. I think the overreaching concern that I would have is about the protection of the farm workers. Thank you.
I actually had a short point that I wanted to make. Okay. Basically, if we do continue on with the status quo, and not in a good way, we will be like China, not laying down more solar than the United States, but pollinating your own fruits and vegetables because you have no more bees. That's all I have to say.
All right. Sue.
I'm not sure what else I should say about this topic. The point that I really want to make is this congressional district, this area, this valley, needs someone with a voice that will advocate for the people, for the workers, for the land, for the protection of the water, for the protection of our immigrants, for everything that we see every day in our lives in this area in particular, which is very unique. And it is what I have spent my life doing, advocating for patients in the emergency room, whether it is farm workers that come in for treatment, whether it is students that have immigrated to our community, that are new to our community. This is what I've spent my life doing, and I feel like I would be the best person to take this information and my experience to Washington, D.C. Thank you.